Okay, in this part of my discussion, after talking about the bhavas in Indian aesthetic theory of rasa, I mentioned that it is essential to understand bhavas because rasas come from bhava. Okay, now what are rasas? Let's try to understand. There are different types of rasas. As I mentioned earlier, rasa is an aesthetic flavor, the aesthetic flavor that evokes an emotion or feeling in the reader. Okay, it refers to the emotional essence crafted by the work into the work by the writer, and which is understood or relished by the sensitive spectator. So rasa theory asserts that entertainment in the drama is expected to evoke rasa or joy. Okay, artistic, of course, and that, of course, that is not the primary goal. We understood it yesterday. So rasa means aesthetics, rasa means juice, essence, taste in performance. It is undefinable realization and intense feeling with detachment. Okay, it is the soul of poetry. We understood it in yesterday's lecture. Now we shall understand different types of rasas. Now, what kind of rasas you experience while watching a drama, movie, while reading a novel, while reading a poem, when you see a beautiful piece of painting, when you see a beautiful sculpture, then time you experience it. Okay, so there are different types of rasa, different types of emotions come out of your mind, and they are referred to by your sthayi bhavas, your bhavas, vibhavas, anubhavas, make you realize this. It comes out of bhavas itself, I can say. Basically, you should have those bhavas in you. Now, what is Sringara Rasa? And I'm sure that you are familiar with the word Sringar, means aesthetic, beauty. So Sringar Rasa is the highest rasa, you can say. It is given the highest honor, rather, we can say. Since the beginning of poetics, sthayi bhava or emotion of this erotic sentiment is rati. Where does Sringar Rasa come from? From the sthayi bhava, that is love. Sringar comes from love. Means when you have that feeling in your mind, you experience Sringar. Okay, your emotion is evoked. And who makes you to realize this? So hero and heroine are the alambana vibhavas who make you realize it. Alambana vibhavas and swam, youth, solitude, songs of Kapu, etc. I'm giving some examples. We have already seen other examples as well. Are uddipana vibhavas. When you see the songs, when you hear the songs of Kaku, etc. I'm just mentioning several examples. So you experience Sringar Rasa. You say, wow, so beautiful. When you say so beautiful, Kiti Sundar in Marathi. So that is Sringar Rasa. While watching a movie, when the heroine dance, singing songs, so whatever feelings you undergo, beautiful feelings, that is the experience of Sringar Rasa. And the dance of hero and heroine is the Alambana Vibhavas, and through that you feel whatever emotions, the emotions of beauty, young age, etc. They are Uddipana Bhavas. They make you experience it. Stimuli, they serve as stimuli. And in Natak, you see side glances. Actor, Natak means, I refer to Natya Shastra, therefore I'm referring to the term Natak. At the same time, you can talk about drama, movie, etc. in modern age. Side glances, twisting of limbs, brows are anubhavas. Okay. Of course, there is if fight is there, that is Vabhikari Bhava. And together they provide Sringar Rasa. Means you undergo all these things. You have got, the erotic sentiments. You have the feeling of love, means you experience that. And then the hero and heroine cause alambana vibhavas. Then your uddipan vibhavas are aroused, or uddipana vibhavas are swam, youth, solitude, etc. And then their slight glances, twitching of limbs, brows, or anubhavas, we can say, we see, we experience. The acting itself is anubhavas, and then fight is vabhikari bhava, and collectively together they provide Singar Rasa. Then we talk about Karuna Rasa. Karuna Rasa emerges due to shok or grief. When you see, a heroine crying or the actor crying, undergoing certain painful experience, then time, this particular rasa emerges. It is pleasurable as it has the power to meet the human heart. Karun rasa is pleasurable rather. Sometimes you can get pleasure in the pain as well, because it appeals to your heart. Now, what is the alambana here? What is this alambana? Means vibhava we talk about. In vibhava we have alambana and uddipana. A deceased person is alambana. A deceased means dead. Somebody dies. And reference to that person is uddipana. For example, a hero or a heroine talks about his father or her father who is dead. Now, being dead, it is alambana, and when a hero refers to that person's memory, that is what I said, uddipana. Now, what anubhav you undergo after listening to that? So it can be cursing destiny. Okay, it can be stupefaction. It's kind of situation wherein we feel like crying. You feel sympathetic. That is what your anubhava is. And what is the vabhikari bhava? We get angry with the villain, those who trouble. We have got anxiety, we have fear, what will happen to the hero? Suppose a small child is there and his parents are being murdered. Then time, you are angry with the person who is doing that. Then anxiety, you have that experience of fear, what will happen to the child? You have got uneasiness. These are vabhikari bhavas which come out by karuna rasa. Okay, when you watch such kind of scenes, you have these feelings. So that is what karuna rasa is. Okay, while watching movies, while reading plays or reading novels, stories, etc., when you undergo these experiences, that is karuna rasa. You should understand that bhavas are within you. They are inside you. And they come out because of these anubhavas. When you see the hero suffering. Now we should correlate it with Aristotle's definition of tragedy. Aristotle talks about catharsis. Catharsis is the purgation of emotions. So there is a kind of similarity in Greek theory of tragedy, Aristotle's theory of tragedy and karuna rasa, we can say. And you have got anger, fear, and uneasiness after seeing karuna rasa. Okay. Then thirdly, hasya rasa is there. Now hasya rasa is the comic element, you might be knowing. You will feel like laughing. Now when does it happen? You know it very well. It happens by showing unseemly dress, ornaments, corals, defective limbs, etc. So this is very common rasa. When you see something which is not in proper order, which is not in according to the rule, then time you feel like laughing. So that is what Hashya rasa is. Well, there are some other rasas as well: Rudra rasa, Veer rasa, Bhayankar rasa. Then we have Adbhuta rasa. We shall talk about these in the next part of my lecture.